Alright, so I am on lunch right now, but something was really weighing on me. October 21st, 24th. And you sit here and you think, like, if you're somebody who's into sports or something like that, you know how people can like get in your head in the middle of a game, like you're playing a basketball game and somebody's talking trash and it's getting in your head. Well, how you respond is ultimately how your mentality is. If you got a weak mentality, you're not going to sink a three over it. I mean, if you dropped a pass on third and 9 or whatever, and then your team was counting on you and you let them down, some people let it get in their head. It's all about how you respond. So when you have a spiritual car wreck of any kind, I call them spiritual car wrecks. I could elaborate on that, but my point with that is a spiritual car wreck is something that is like life altering. Somebody, I call them car wrecks, but like say, God forbid, but say like a mother and child get into an accident hit by a drunk driver. Well, the drunk driver was the one causing the sin to happen, knowingly took it upon themselves to get in the vehicle and drive, knowing full well the consequences. When you know the consequences and you do it anyways, you're going to reap those results, but you don't see how the car wreck affects everybody else around you. Everybody's life in that entire situation has changed forever or ended forever. And I mean, ultimately, if the people in the car wreck of the family members are griping about some petty little thing at the ceremony for the person who passed or people who passed, it's creating a fight that never should have existed in the first place. And how you respond to that fight is a response to your mentality. I mean, we're sent to not be conformed to this world, but transformed. So you can transform yourself by these car wrecks, given how you respond to whenever you're being coached, or if you're being coached. Are you coaching yourself? Or are you relying on other fellow believers to help coach you up? If you're asking non-believers for spiritual advice, you're not going to get very far, and it's not going to end well. I just kind of wanted to say that and put that out there. It was just weighing on me, and the analogies of sports kind of really spoke to me in that aspect. But I think that we can all always stop what you're doing and listen to the things around you and react accordingly. It's not something that you just react. If you're just reacting based off of your first emotional response, you're going to get it wrong. And we all do it. We all fall short. But my point in that, in sharing that, was just, and I don't know when this is going to be shared because I don't have any time frame and I don't like posting stuff, but I feel like at some point it might be. How you respond in the second half tells more about you than what happened in the first half. In the first half, you can't help it that your teammate dropped the ball. You could blame them, but that's not going to do any good. And if you sit there and you blame them, then you're wasting your breath, and you're already out of breath. You're putting your teammate down, and ultimately you're not the teammate that you need. Yeah, you can chew them out or whatever. That's really the coach's job. But you can't get inside their head too, you know. So I mean, there's definitely a spot for being coached, but there's also definitely a spot for not holding resentment in your heart. That's what I guess I really needed to say. So, anyways.